Yo, what is up? It's finally arrived. This is the Hitscan Hyperlight, and it's been 6 months coming. I got in touch with these guys on April the 20th. That is 6 months ago. And the moment I saw it, I got in touch with them, and I've been anticipating this mouse for a long time. It's finally here. It's unfortunate that I'm the last guy to receive it, but I'm glad it's here. So we're opening it and we're gonna have a first impression. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a Viper Mini or ATK kind of like shape, and I wanted to show you guys my first impression. Here it is out of the box. Looks like a regular mouse, nothing special. Okay, kind of special actually. Let's see what else is in there. It looks like we have the dongle. We have another dongle here, so let's open it up and see what's up with this dongle. Oh, I see. This is probably the 8K dongle. The packaging is pretty good actually. It's a simple box, but it is kind of thick and it's kind of solid. Usually I drop some of the paperwork, so I dropped this paperwork. Looks like it's the 8K dongle setup guide. Put it there. So that's the 8K dongle, that's the 1K dongle. Looks similar, but this one maybe glows, maybe lights up, but we'll put that aside. We'll put the mouse aside. This isn't really important, but what I can say is the box is really good. It's also got a laminate of the mouse right there, a lot like the Fantech Helios kind of laminate. Looks like a pretty good job. The box is really good quality box. It is a box that you can probably keep for a while instead of chucking it. But you know me, I prefer the simple boxes. The simpler the better. But let's take a look at the mouse itself. Very familiar shape because it looks like the ATK in the hand. Somewhat similar to the ATK actually. It feels almost identical. Maybe there's a difference in the button height, which we'll check out right now. It says 17.3 over there where I usually measure it, and it's about the same spot. Maybe the ATK is even slightly lower, but we'll take a look at the width of the grip. On the ATK is 56.61. On the Hyperlight it's also 56, so very similar in terms of, I mean, there is a little bit of difference, but very minute. In a blind test I wouldn't be able to tell which one is which. Button placements also look the same, but here I can tell you immediately that the Hitscan has got better shell integrity. Remember I told you before how all these lightweight mice at 30 plus under 40 grams, like the Mad R and the Skyrocks, they all have this feeling like the shell is a little bit thin. They all feel the same. It's not like that, you know, it's not like they're flexing crazy or they're you know, or they're poor, but you can tell that they had to make the skin thinner to achieve that kind of lightweight. But the feeling that I'm getting on the Hitscan, it feels like it's thicker, so it can't be the same weight, right? So let's Let's weigh it out and see what it weighs against the other 40-gram mice. Is it really 36, 39, whatever? It's 41 without skates. 40. Mad R 40. 41. So they're all in the same weight category, which means they should all have the same kind of thickness in the skin, I suppose. But for some reason this Hitscan does feel a little bit more solid. In fact, it feels like a heavier Lamzu. The Lamzu is 47 grams, of course, but you can feel it's 47 grams because the shell integrity, I've mentioned this before in my Lamzu review, that the Lamzu does feel like a more solid mouse, a higher quality mouse, because it feels like it's thicker, it feels like more rigid compared to the lighter mice from ATK, Skyrox, and Mad R, where you can feel like it's you feel like it's thinner plastic. The Lamzu feels like it's thicker plastic. It feels more like a G Pro Superlight kind of, you know, that rigidness, that the density of the materials, and I'm getting that same feeling like a Lamzu, the kind of solidness. But let's take a look at the Omron opticals. They're very good. The side buttons are better than the ATK. This is the ATK F1 Ultimate. I'll give you a sound test for the Hitscan. Let's do it. Compared to the ATK, for me, here's the difference. The side buttons on the Hitscan feels a lot better. I have complained about this before. In all the lightweight mouse, when I say lightweight mouse, I'm talking about the Mad R Major, I'm talking about the Skyrox, I'm talking about the ATK. The side buttons are horrible. They just sound terrible. And I attributed it to the construction of the mouse itself. In order to make it lightweight, I suppose they had to sacrifice something there that made it sound this way. But yeah, that is... But on the Hitscan, for some reason, it feels like the Lamzu side buttons. Okay, the Lamzu side buttons are much nicer actually. So the Lamzu, definitely thicker material, which is why it's 7 grams heavier, I suppose. But the Hitscan is not far behind. You're getting nice side buttons compared to the ATK. Not so, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not as nice as the Hitscan. In the hand, I feel like there is a very minute difference, but it feels almost identical to me. Let me measure again correctly. The height of the button, 17.67, right at the beginning of the scroll wheel, in the middle of the button, the beginning of the scroll wheel. Okay, so the F1 Ultimate is half a millimeter what do I want to say? Shorter. and the length is about the same, but it looks like the sensor height is going to be in a different position. So the sensor height of the Hitscan is 48.07 from the nose, and this is 54. So it's going to be 6 millimeters higher, right? 53.73. This is 48.14. About 5 millimeters difference in terms of sensor position. So I suppose the ATK would feel like it is higher sensitivity, and the Hitscan will feel like it's slightly lower sensitivity. Remember, the ATK was so good that it replaced my Ninjutsu Sora V2. So, and after the ATK, I thought that the Skyrocks or the Mad R would replace the ATK, because I thought these were going to be, better, because it's going to be slightly bigger than the ATK. I found the ATK a little bit too small. And then the Lamzu showed up and stole the show. This is the perfect medium-sized mouse for me. So I'm going to put it all aside, and I'm going to compare the Hitscan to the Lamzu, which is my current favorite small mouse. It's not like really small, but it's on the smallish side for me, because I do have bigger hands, 21 by 12. You can see that the Lamzu is significantly larger than a Hitscan, kind of like more suited to my bigger hands. But if you have regular size hands or medium size hands, smaller hands, when I say smaller hands, I mean like below 20, I mean 19, 18, I think the Hitscan will be fine for you. But for me, I feel like if I want a small mouse, I think the Lamzu should be the correct size of a small mouse for me. It just feels a lot more suited to my hand size. But the Hitscan does feel really nice, just like the way I fell in love with the ATK F1 Ultimate. As soon as I got it in my hand, I knew it was a Ninjutsu Sora V2 replacement. I knew I was going to get rid of the Sora for the ATK Ultimate, and I think if you are moving on from a Ninjutsu Sora V2 and you get yourself a Hitscan, the Hitscan is going to be your go-to. It's going to be your main mouse. Oh, did I mention also how cool that freaking logo is? Everybody knows this logo, and when you look at this logo, you can actually hear the logo, can't you? You can hear that hit marker sound. So I love this logo. I don't know why no one has done this yet. I'm glad that this company did, and for their first mouse, I feel like it is super impressive. It looks and feels really nice. I even like the writing on the side here. It is sharp. You can see the one is bold and one is normal, one is thicker, one is normal font. It's just cool. It looks cool. That logo looks cool. It's subdued. Hitscan means something in English. I mean, it's just well thought of, it just looks impressive the way it is. I haven't even used it yet. Oh yeah, I need to take a look at the skates. I want to know if this is going to be the VGN, VXE, ATK type of skates, or have they gone with something of better quality like the Skyrock's skates. This is what's inside the box. The cable is not exactly pliable, malleable, soft, but with 8K polling, I suppose they have to use a thicker, more robust type of cable. So let's pull it out and check out what's in there. Just some paraphernalia and 2 sets of skates. Okay, these skates are good skates. You can immediately tell why, because it does not have cardboard backing. So it's definitely not the standard skates that you get from VGN VXE 80K. This is more like the same skates like Skyrock's. Actually, it's not even the same skates. These are much better. These are almost like core pads. They're like transparent kind. So probably 100% PTFE. And I'm going to be using the thick fat ones because these are the best. In terms of performance, I've always performed better with fat skates compared to tiny skates or corner skates or dot skates for that matter. The fat skates have always proven, I don't know for what reason, better Kovac scores. It just results in, it's just the way it is. I don't know why. Can't explain it. Probably there's some science to it, but that's what's gonna work for me. So I'm gonna have that installed there and there and there, and we'll see you in like a week or 2 when I tell you how good this mouse actually is. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.